It's an easy answer. Yes, we were very close. Yeah, I mean, she was my best friend. She was the one that I went to first before anybody else. She was the person I called every single day. Even if we only talked for 10 minutes, I called her every single day. And she would just sit there and listen to me talk. More so than talking herself. Like, she and I were crazy close. Crazy close. The stroke is what destroyed that. And it's so hard for me to explain to you guys what that stroke did to her. It just mutilated her personality. So like it just took everything and made it different and made it hard. Like my brain would have alarms going off when mom would talk to me after that stroke, because things that normally wouldn't have been exaggerated were exaggerated. Things that normally she would have focused on and adored were no longer important to her. Gosh, I wish I could help you understand that. It just was the hardest thing. Dementia was actually easier for me because she became childlike. And that part of her brain malfunctioning was gone. But yeah, she was my best friend. We were very, very close. So you do see that. Like, and it's still there, and I can feel it. I can feel that it allows me to do things for and to mom that most people probably wouldn't get away with. So yeah. I know. I've noticed it too. I wasn't positive it was pain or just discomfort, and I'm not sure if it'll ever go away. I am going to check and see what they're giving her for pain medicine. I do know, because mom had a bleeding stroke, they do not like to use anti-inflammatories like ibuprofen on mom. The minute she had that massive stroke, they quit. They wouldn't allow her to have anything that thinned her blood. So I think they're limited on what they can give her. But yeah, it's clear she's uncomfortable. Please remember too, these videos are not from today. They are a few weeks old. I need to check the date. I'm thinking I'm about 3 weeks behind. It's just hard. It takes a lot to upload these videos, to kind of go through mom's visit and capture those little clips that I think you guys might want to see, or, you know, something that I want to share. That takes time. And between visiting mom and everything else that's going on, I also work part-time for my husband's business. So like it takes a lot of time, and I wish I could be more current, but sometimes I'm a good 2 to 3 weeks behind. So a lot of times you guys give me tips and it looks like I didn't listen, but I did listen. But you might be seeing a clip that I had, you know, it had already happened. So yeah, I need to talk to staff, see if we can get her own wheelchair. I think we all kind of thought mom would be walking again, and I don't know that that's going to happen, which I'm okay with. But because of that, I don't think she has her own wheelchair. I know it's not custom to her. Cushions, I have not brought one, but they have some, but then sometimes it's not in mom's chair. And by the time mom's in a chair, if I ask for a cushion, it's going to agitate her greatly to get her out of the chair to put the cushion in. So again, I'm weighing the balance of that. But thank you for the suggestions. Yes, I noticed how uncomfortable she was. I have been noticing it. It gets worse sometimes, worse than others. Could be how long she's been in the chair. I don't know if it's ever going to get better, to be honest. I don't know if it's pain, which I'm sure to some degree it's pain, but I just don't know if it's just uncomfortable and she'll never be comfortable again. I definitely think she's more comfortable in the bed, but I don't want to live her life in the bed. So it's a hard one. Yeah, continue to give me tips. Give me your thoughts on this, some direction. I think somebody said that we should talk to Medicare about a chair for mom. So I guess that's might be our next step. But I want to talk to staff first. The little admin girl has always been such a help to me. So I'm going to reach out to her and see what she thinks. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at on that one. Thanks. You know, I try to always remember that. And I guess that's really where I try to keep my perspective is what is mom thinking? What is mom feeling? What must it be like to not be able to make the things around you make sense? And that your reaction to that is agitation, paranoia, panic. It's a lot of the reason why I try to speak as calmly as I can. It's kind of natural to who I am. But it served me well with mom, for sure. I can't imagine, honestly, what it must be like to not have your brain work, to not understand. I've said it before, I think, but her brain, the way that it's functioning now, even staff trying to tell her something, to break through all that chaos might take them 3-4 times to get her attention. By the time they finally get her attention, their voice has changed to one of frustration, irritation, just naturally. If somebody doesn't respond to you, you tend to get louder and more forceful. Unfortunately, for somebody with dementia, they didn't hear you till the 4th time. And the 4th time, you were louder and you were more forceful. I don't have a fix for that. You know, honestly, I don't even know, you know, if my health was at a place where mom could be here, that's probably what she would see from me. Because mom is in a memory care place, in a nursing home, being taken care of by staff, cleaned by staff, clothing changed by staff, they get that side of mom, and I don't have to do those things for mom. So I don't have to get to that point where it's raising my voice and speaking sternly to break through the chaos of mom's mind. I get to be her daughter. I get to be her visitor. I get to speak calmly and agree with everything she says and bring her treats. And I relish that I get that honor because of the nursing home, because staff has taken over the hard parts. And I do realize those are the hard parts, and I commend those who care for somebody in their home who has dementia. But yeah, like, that's the perspective. That's where I try to come from with mom and understand and never be that person that gives her frustration, that speaks harshly to her. I know she has that in her life. I know she has to have that in her life as they try to negotiate with mom to do something as simple as change her shirt, and she's screaming, "You're trying to kill me," and other aggressive things that she's saying to them, and they have to work through that to care for mom. I'm very thankful that's not me, and my heart goes out to those who face that. This is awful. This is truly the worst.